Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this video here is going to be part 3 of my rock bottom playthrough. So I'm starting this video because something just happened, which I've seen happen multiple times, but it's kind of uncommon. I would say probably about a 5% chance of it to happen. Sometimes guards in a town will just randomly attack the Western Hive faction, and the Western Hive faction very often roams around the world with pack animals. So that just happened in sho-battai. You can see they're actually currently still fighting the Western Hive faction. You can see a caravan drone guy here. He's getting beat up by some United City samurais. And they're all basically fighting, and it's all-out war between the Western Hive and the United Cities factions. And what I was able to do is I was able to loot one of these Western Hive pack beasts like this. As you can see, I cleared it all out except for 2 cats, which I'm taking now. I put some items into my character's inventory, and I dropped the rest of the items. I'm doing it like this because if there's any chance that the guards pick up this corpse and send it to the incinerator, I don't want to... Do they even have incinerators here? I don't think they do. But sometimes they will pick up the corpses and throw them out of town. I want everything off the corpse before anything like that happens. Also, we can take this if we want. This is 1,000 cats, so we can take the backpack. And we can also take the meat and the pelts, which will kill the animal, of course. And that will sometimes get you a reputation hit with the Western Hive, but it's a very small one. And for what you gain in comparison to the hit, I don't think it's that big of a deal at all. Also, another good thing about all of this with our rock bottom playthrough, let's say, no, they're all economy legs. We don't have none of them were the economy limb that I needed for my character. So let's sell some of this stuff. And this will get us basically all of the cats we need to head out to the next town, which is another reason that I started this video now. I don't really recommend looting the corpses of the hivers that get killed. I'd only recommend looting the pack beasts, in all honesty. And it's up to you if you want to kill the pack beasts as well by taking the meat and the hides. There's usually, I think, 1 pack beast per caravan, depending on how... Like, if you're playing with a larger than normal squad size, there will be multiple pack beasts with each caravan. This was the other one that I spotted, but this one doesn't have any loot, and that's normal too. Only 1 pack beast will have loot. Usually multiple caravans, or there will usually be multiple pack beasts with each caravan, but only 1 will carry loot. Also, something else that I discovered is there's this copper mine inside sho-battai right here, but it only occurs if you're using the less foliage mod, and it's only a chance of it occurring. Just a weird little bug that I noticed. I was looking around sho-battai and I seen that today and I was like, huh. So I googled about it, and yeah, it apparently is a bug that occurs with the less foliage mod. There's a few more towns that actually have nodes that spawn inside of them if you, or have a chance of having nodes spawn inside of them if you are using that mod. So that's something to keep in mind. Kenshi has a whole bunch of little quirks like that. People load up mods for this game too, so I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this are using that mod. I do not use many mods when I play Kenshi. I use the stack size mod. I use the stack size mod is the main one that I use that changes how the game is played. More dialogue, so that characters will repeat dialogue that they've already said once. The map mod that I use that makes the zones appear on the map. You can see all of the zones and their names and stuff. And I think that's all. And those are the only important mods that I use. I don't use anything else. Well, I should say, oh, better crop fences. That's another one that I use, because it's hard to see with the original crop fences. They're a bit annoying. And keep in mind, even if something like this doesn't happen to you on your playthrough, you can still just easily make this money through mining anyway. It's not the end of the world if this doesn't happen to you. This just basically accelerates how quickly I get money. That's really all this does. And it's not even that significant. It's only like maybe 50k cats which is like a couple more days of mining and selling the ore. But it is very, very cool when it does happen, and in my opinion, it is something that is worth pointing out to you guys and telling you to keep an eye out for. I've seen it happen, I would say, every third Kenshi playthrough. And usually the best-selling items on the Hive, whatever you would want to call it, caravans, is this Authentic Skeleton Repair Kit. As you can see, I basically cleared out that vendor. I've got about 53k cats now, which is more than enough to move on to another town. Or move some of my characters to Heft/Hang. Also, while I was doing other stuff, this character got enslaved, which I wanted to explain a bit anyway. So when... that was funny. Right immediately, he... was able to break out. That's cute. I wanted to just have him raise lockpicking like this. So, in a 2.5 chance, that's like 1 in 80, I think, chance that he does it on the first try. Usually this is what I want. I want to raise lockpicking like this. Because this is an important skill for exploring later in the game, and it's also very, 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 very easy to raise when you're in slavery, because all you need to do is just repeatedly pick the locks of everything around you. Aside from raising lockpicking when you're in slavery, the other best skills to train are strength, athletics, and laboring, obviously. He's going to run out there and get attacked. Oh, and toughness is another great one to raise when in slavery, too. Like, I will show you right now, me raising toughness. I took off my shackles, and I'm going to basically just run out there and let the guards beat the crap out of me. Also, before I left town, I did put 11 copper ore into this character's inventory because I wanted to strength train on this character as he was running around from each node to node doing laboring. It's great to have stuff in your inventory to strength train. Sometimes they will have those items taken out of your inventory by the slavers when you're captured, but it doesn't always work like that. So now that he finished picking that, I'm going to run out here and there we go. This will raise his toughness. It will also raise his combat a little bit if he actually gets a hit off, which he really didn't. And the reason this is great for toughness training is because the guards will always capture you again, put you inside the cave, and then heal you. Well, I should say most of the time they heal you. Sometimes you will bug out and not be healed, and I'm worried that's what's happening this time. Thankfully, my head injury isn't bleeding still, so it might heal on its own. Sometimes that happens, though, and it is usually you just have to save and reload when it does happen. Kenshi has lots of those bugs where you can just save and reload to fix it. Okay, well, he's not dying, so he'll recover on his... Oh, now he is. Okay, he's bleeding out. Come on, guard. Get in there and heal him. Well, it went to negative 32, but it's going very, very, very slow. That's unfortunate. Sometimes that does happen, though. Let's see if we can fix it. If not, something else that we can do is we can reset squad positions and basically teleport him out of slavery if we wanted to save his life. It's a little cheesy when you do that, but Kenshi is very buggy, and there's nothing more annoying than letting a bug get one of your characters killed. So, in my opinion, it's worth it to use cheese methods to avoid that. Okay, he's still bleeding. Since he's in a jail cell, he might not get teleported out, too. Might just end up losing that character. We can see, though. He's still marked as an escaped slave, and he doesn't... Well, one thing that's weird, too, is he doesn't have the obedient slave job, which is probably why they're not healing him. And I know I didn't click that off. I don't know why he is missing that. Let's see. I really doubt this is going to work with teleporting him into the middle of town because he's in a cave, but we'll try. These are some methods you can use too, which will allow you to, like I said, circumvent stuff like this happening. Reset squad positions is a very useful one. Okay, so... Okay, he did teleport into the middle of town. Now, he is still going to be an escaped slave, and that is not good, because technically if slave traders find him, they'll just take him and, you know. So I am going to put him inside, though. They might not discover him inside. Let's see how long. 54 hour. Or wait, time remaining 3 hours. Bounty 1,500. 100% looks like a slave. So I can't really fix that. The only thing he can do is basically stay inside and not draw attention. That could end up badly for all of my characters too, because if my characters run into... If you're not paying attention and he gets caught by guards and people run in to attack him, your characters will help him, and then basically everybody's guilty. And I've had that happen before. So hopefully he just stays there. Hold. There you go. I need a plastic surgeon too. At some point that would be nice. Otherwise, we're just letting these characters do some more mining. I will, okay, good. They're not after me. They're after some other escaped slave. We're going to head to Heft and hang in a second, but I think I'm only going to go there with Almar. What is his athletics at? 35. So it's not really that good. We won't be able to get there too easily. Is this a Western Hive? Nope, Traders Guild. Okay, where is Almar? There he is. Almar, get over here. Els, you can get over here too. Izumi. And Jewel will bring you too. We will gear these characters in Heft and Hang. Or Heft, rather. That is really all we want to leave sho-battai for at this early juncture, is gearing. Leave 3 in town. Let's see. Yeah, I'll leave 3 in town, I guess. Foreign, I would like to bring him with me, but I don't want him to, I don't want him to draw attention to my group. I need to get in and out of Heft easily without, you know, being attacked. So we will do these characters. Okay, Jewel, you seem... Oh, okay, that's why you're slower than the bunch. Okay, so we will put some meat into my backpack. And Izumi, since you keep running away for food, we're going to give you some meat too, and that will decrease Jewel's weight. And now Jewel's with the group, so we're good now. We're not we're going to not let our characters run all the way down there unattended. I'm going to follow them, but I like clicking on the map to move them like that sometimes. Okay, so we still have Almar and Jewel, who are significantly slower than Els and Izumi. And Foreign just got caught. Huh? How did he get teleported back to the stone camp? Was I just not paying attention and somebody picked him up in town? That's fine, though. I don't mind that he got teleported back there. Like, when you have characters involved in the United Cities area, it's more or less inevitable that one of them gets captured and you have issues with slavery. And slavery is quite buggy. Oh, we got some dogs. Slavery is quite buggy in this game, if I'm being completely honest. Like, stuff like that happens where you'll get teleported back in. Oop, 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 nope, nope, nope. Nope, right on out of there because I seen the skimmers. Weird stuff happens like that where you will get teleported back into slavery. Also, sometimes slavery can be finicky to escape. Usually you just wait until the guards are preoccupied with something else. Or rather, when you're in slavery, what you usually want to do is raise lockpicking, which I should be doing now. Because then you can let a bunch of other prisoners escape at the same time, and then basically... Oop, nope, more skimmers. And then you can let those prisoners distract the guards. There's a whole bunch of tips and tricks and strategies for escaping slavery. The United Cities slave camps are the hardest ones to escape. When you're a slave from the Holy Nation, escaping the pits of rebirth is easy peasy. It's harder surviving once you do escape the pits of rebirth. So as you can see, we made it to Heft, or yeah, Heft in one piece. Easy peasy getting here. We will have to keep an eye out for noble hunters. We don't want to just go AFK in the middle of town like this because noble hunters will come and be like, you know, they will attack us. If you don't move out of their way, they will attack you and then arrest you. So it's silliness. Just raising my athletics and strength, I guess. Let's check on these characters. Not Beep is doing a great job being Not Beep. Meathead is one of my characters that I have raising skills on training dummies. I just want him to get to like level 15 attack, and then I will send him off doing other stuff. Let's see how much... oh, wow. We got a lot of copper. 99 in one bin, 45 in the other. I'm content with that. We will... We'll sell some of that while these characters are here. We'll gear up all of these characters, carry whatever gear we can carry back home, and then we'll gear those characters back home. What you fighting out here, guys? Anything I can loot? Sand Ninja. Yeah. I mean... It's not too bad, I guess. So I think what I'm going to do, too, is I'm going to buy medium armor my first time here. I might put L's in heavy armor. Technically, I can pick up that Sand Ninja, too, and turn him in as a bounty, can I? I'm actually curious. I usually don't do bounties in this game because they're generally a waste of time, in my opinion. I'd rather just sit there and mine copper than do a bounty. But each to their own. Undergarments are sold here as well. And I definitely want some undergarments. So black plate jacket. This is solid armor piece. 9,000 cats, so it's a bit expensive, but we can sell copper back home. So, and for pants... Okay, you basically only have samurai leg plates, which I guess is fine. I usually wear them anyway. L's. Let's give you standard samurai armor. Or high quality. I'll give you high quality samurai. And let's give you high quality leg plates too. And as for helm, we have 18k left. So L's is out. L's is geared to the teeth. Which is, that's basically first character done. Okay, so let's see. Here's the bounty. Let's see if we can do this. Excellent. Okay, so let's go back to Mr. Meathead, and we're going to sell this copper. Hopefully the trade goods restocked. Basically, all we want is, we want some companions in Heft too, I think. Come on, Mr. Meathead, what are you doing? So 44k, we're back up. I don't know if we'll have the opportunity to buy all of the armor we want as well as the companions we want. So I'll probably write that into my guide a bit differently instead of advocating for 50k, coming here with 100k. Black plate jacket, there we go. I'll keep the samurai cloth pants for now. They're not too bad. I think there is a clothing vendor here as well, if I am not mistaken. So I can technically get I can technically get lighter armor if I wanted, instead of buying all of this heavy stuff. Okay, we'll walk away with this. This should be the, that's slaves. This is the undergarments, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, undergarments. Alright, so I don't know if I want to deck myself out in all high quality. Should have did a leather turtleneck instead of a leather shirt. What am I thinking? Leather turtleneck, shoddy grade though. Standard grade, I guess. It's better than nothing. And I should bring more of this stuff home with me too, in my opinion. Oh, you still need pants. So, drift, no. Samurai cloth pants, I guess. It's better than nothing. That's the prevailing wisdom. It's better than nothing. ... So we have 8,000 cats left. We've outfitted these 4 characters with more or less everything we need. We didn't buy any armor to bring home though, which is a bit of a downer. Let's see if we can, and there's, this bar is crowded. Let's see if there's anybody we can hire in here. Tourists, I always see you. Let's see. He is basically a good fighter. He's got good stats. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 for all of his stats. And he comes with, you know, obviously like no good gear. And that basically breaks the bank as far as our first spending trip to Heft. Ideally, we would return here in the near future with more money. Seems like Almar is the slowest one. And off we go. What do they want? Who are they? You traveler, hold it there. Samurai sergeant, why are you flagging me down? Okay. Excellent. This is a random event that happens very, very occasionally. Basically, you just run into a group of United Cities guards, and they offer to protect you for the time being. It's actually quite good timing that it happened to us, because it allowed us to... outlaw farmers, I don't really care about them. Because it allows us to make it back to sho-battai in one piece without any issue whatsoever. We're basically protected by them the entire way. And let's see. They protect, 1 hour. Ooh. What took out Cragstone? Why are the United Cities Guards attacking me now? Oh, Empire Noble Guard. That's what it is. I didn't even notice. That's funny, the situation, though. I have the United Cities Guards that are protecting me, but I'm being also attacked by United Cities Guards. So I'm definitely going to have to reload because my characters got completely messed up, I think. Or rather, I only lost Cragstone. So I lost the 7,500 character that I paid for. Yeah, well, you guys didn't do the best job protecting me, but... Let's see. 321. Okay, so it was a minute ago. That is what happens if you run into an Empire Noble Guard, though. Sorry, a Noble Hunter. That was completely my idiotic doing. Because I thought we would be safe because we had the United Cities Guards protecting us. I did not even realize we were running into a group of Noble Hunters. But there you go. And there's the group of Noble Hunters up here. Basically, if you run into one of these, they will attack you. It's just, I mean, obviously, as you've seen, they attacked us, but... And their guards are very well geared with very good stats. They got stats in the 80s, so... Avoid, in other words. Basically, the United Cities Guards, they didn't help me. They just stood there and watched the other things attack me and then healed me when I went down. Because they couldn't attack their own faction. And essentially, their own faction was attacking me. So that's that was a very interesting and funny situation, in my opinion. Now they're leaving. We have to keep an eye out for skimmers. That'll be the main thing. Here's a pack of skimmers, but they're going to dodge us. One thing that is... Ooh, I don't know what they are. Slave hunters. Yeah, I don't want to run into them because they may attack. One thing about skimmers is once they lose line of sight on you, they basically drop aggro, which is interesting. Not the smartest animals. And we're back. So Meathead did his training while we were gone. He is almost level 15 attack. Go Meathead. Well, I don't want to... how do I make... There we go. All the characters just broke up. So there you go. That is the first big step you make with your rock bottom playthrough. I would honestly recommend staying in sho-battai until... Well, I need a few more characters first. That's one of the main things. Sorry, hiccups. We're going to raise toughness on this character. By doing this, watch. There you go. They hit me a few times and then stuck me in the cage. I should, they should heal me at some point. I don't know why they seem to have an issue with healing their slaves in this area. They usually do not, though. We'll pick the lock, too. Because why not? Cragstone. What do I want to make you do, Cragstone? Mine, maybe? Els and Almar are the ones doing the copper mines on the outside. Let's see. Let's see if I can do the exploit with Els mining. Or the this is a great way to... Nope, Cragston, what are you doing? I don't want you to do that. I guess I'd have to put electrical components in his inventory in order to get him to do it. You can usually make your character run back and forth when he escaped and he's still running around. Run away, there we go. Well, are you going to attack him or not? There we go. Now they're healing him. Finally, thank you guys. No getting out of that one. Gonna have to raise my lockpicking in order to escape. And that's one reason we have Jewel raising lockpicking here too. In case any of these characters ever get captured and sold into slavery, I'm gonna be prepared basically. They're gonna have lockpicking at least a somewhat suitable level. As you can see, the final level, whenever you use the training dummies, goes up very, 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 very slowly. It takes like multiple days in order to get the last rank, but other than that, it goes up halfway decently fast. Cragstone, I may actually have him train too. Where's Els? Melee attack. Els needs to train his melee attack. Basically, the idea is to make the small group of characters we have more powerful before leaving here, because the area around this town in the Great Desert is quite challenging. Because we have a few different options. We can either run around with our characters and get into fights, which is going to be extremely risky at this current point in time, because the enemies in the Great Desert are just too difficult. Slave hunters, too difficult. Manhunters, too difficult. Skimmers, too difficult. They'll basically one-shot us at this point. And if our characters don't have any armor on, by one shot, I mean it could also just straight up kill us. So that's something that's a bit of an issue that we have to keep an eye out for. And arguably avoid. That's also why I want to focus on raising my character's stats and stuff like that before leaving this town. The alternative is we could leave, well, I was going to say we could leave and go to someplace like the Northern Coast, Darkfinger, or Sinkun, but then we have to deal with cannibals, and it's going to be even worse because instead of getting beat up and then sold into slavery, we'll get beat up and then eaten. So, it's, yeah. It's better to be here than up there until we get good enough characters to handle up there. Then the cannibals will be basically no threat to us at some point in the near future, and then we would more easily or more safely be able to make a base up there if that is what we wanted. And that might be what I do. I might make a base in the Northern Coast area during this playthrough. I'm not sure. I was actually thinking about going down to the Eye and doing a base there, I think. Because we do have to hit hang at some point because I do want a robotic limb. Actually, Heft has robotic limbs as well. And that's going to be one of the main... We'll get that basically before moving on to, I guess, mid-game you would... before moving on to mid-game, I guess you would call it. Ideally, we should have probably bought a limb when we were there the last time, but we didn't have enough money for all of that because we had to buy, we had to outfit all of us in gear. We didn't get a chance to buy any weapons either. The gear we bought was a little bit more pricey than usual. Usually your first time buying gear, I'd recommend you buy all standard grade, but we splurged a bit on high grade, which cost us. That's 13K for the chest, 6.5 for the legs, 3K for the iron hat, and then we also have high quality, standard quality. This is stolen actually. So yeah, we splurged a bit on gear, but that's not the end of the world. We do need the gear anyway. Let's see how much copper. We are getting a lot of copper here. That is one thing because we are taking advantage of the copper node that spawned inside sho-battai for us via the less foliage mod. That is a random chance too. I have never seen that copper deposit inside of sho-battai. Ooh, are these nomads? We only have 800 cats. We need a nomad animal trainer though at some point because we want to buy a pack animal for transportation purposes. It's very important. Let me see if I can, no, we're not gonna get the nomad animal trainer in time. Okay, maybe we will. We have 10K. Where'd he go? He's up here, right? Nomad animal trainer. Okay, Cragstone. Come on. Yes, pack beast. That's exactly what I wanted. What should we name him? I usually always give these guys a meme name. So, and I didn't think about this beforehand either, so now I have to think of something funny on the fly. We're probably just going to go with Pack Beast, because I can't think of anything. Yeah, we're going to go with Pack Beast. Oh, he's already named Pack Beast, actually. Let's change it to Pack Mule. There we go. I'm brilliant. So now we have to feed him. Of course. Let's see. Thankfully, we still have some decently leftover food from when we raided the Western supply caravans. Meathead, are you? Okay, good. I was wondering if you hit. There we go. He's done with training. He reached level 15 melee attack, so now we don't have to worry about training him anymore whatsoever. He can focus on the, you know, electrical workbench crafting, all that fun stuff. One thing we can do with Mr. Meathead, though, is... Ooh, Cragstone. What in tarnation are you doing? Oh, I know. I left him out there. Instead of running him back to safety, I left him out there. Well, no, don't help him, please. Well, actually, Els, yeah, you can help him. Almar, you should go over here and, put some med kits in Cragstone's inventory. Ooh, samurais are coming. I will run to them for help. Els can actually use the toughness skill ups, though, in my opinion. And he's wearing the full set of samurai armor that I'm... Ooh, cool. The skimmer went over to them instead of me. He's wearing the full set of samurai armor, so he is the best person to take the hits, in all honesty. And he could use the toughness skill ups, which he definitely got. He's at 22 toughness right now. And we're going to loot the foul meat now, too. Ooh, we definitely want to bail. That is a, okay, this is not good. Okay, we're... Poor Cragstone. Lots of skimmers. Apparently it's like skimmer migration day. Cragstone is, he's literally face down, ass up in the dirt right now. Hilarious. I'll never let him forget it. So Els, we need to, you can pick up Craggy. And you can run into town because you need the safety. Okay, so we need to get some food into this pack mule's inventory. because he is going to need to feed himself. And Els is going to have to put Cragstone down the bed, too. In my opinion. Basically, what the next 20 in-game days are going to look like is more or less this. And then at some point, we're going to get geared enough, or we're going to be prepared enough to go out adventuring. And that's going to be probably the start of the next video, when we go out adventuring and raise our skills, you know, out in the world. Anyway, though, that's more or less all I can think for showing you guys with this part. It's, like I said, it's going to be pretty repetitive from here on out. It's going to just be more mining, more skimmer killing, and more of... Sand ninjas are attacking me now. I just can't catch a break, can I? On the upside, this is toughness skill ups, so I am letting it happen. Let's say. See, Almar's getting quite a bit. He's gotten 2, going on 3, going on now 4 toughness points, going on 5. And yeah, as far as I was aware, the sand ninjas weren't going to actually kill me. They were going to leave me. Sometimes it's worth letting fights like that happen, because it will give you toughness skill ups, and toughness skill ups are extremely, extremely important for surviving out in the world. That's also why I like doing this with foreign. This right here. They don't like it when I sneak around. And then they'll heal me, and then put me back in a cage. Yada yada over and over. Toughness skill ups, extremely important. But anyway, I was in the middle of ending the video before my characters got attacked, and I do think I'm out of basically things to show you with this one. It's going, like I said, it's going to be the same rotation here. Foreign gets beat up, I level lockpicking on him, and apparently, I don't know how that happened, but I guess he... Yeah, I don't know. Usually they don't care when you pick the locks like that. Well, they are healing me again, and he did get some toughness XP, so. But anyway, yeah. Same thing, monotonous, yada yada, just like how I keep repeating the same message. If I did happen to forget anything or leave anything out, or you guys have any better strategies for early game like this when doing a rock bottom playthrough, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. It's always great to get new information. And aside from that, if this video did help you out, please leave me a like because that helps me out. And I will catch you guys around in the next part of my rock bottom playthrough. Peace.